When many entrepreneurs start their journey, the goal often centers around being their own boss and creating something meaningful. However, as their businesses expand, they quickly find themselves entangled in the day to day hustle, leading to burnout and dissatisfaction. How can you set up your business to function autonomously? Here are 10 strategies to help you step back and watch your business thrive without your constant involvement. Number one, build a strong mission and vision aligned team that believes in your culture. Clarity of what you do, for whom, and why are the most basic building blocks of a strong hiring process. Without that baseline, it's pretty dang easy to hire people who can fog a mirror but can't really support your goals. Hire skilled individuals who share your vision. Provide a clear, results based job description and ask if they understand how to achieve those results. Then, watch them without always jumping in to save them. Correct as needed and create documents that future people can follow to get you out of the relentless business of saving tasks. Number two, document processes. Create detailed standard operating procedures for crucial tasks. This allows new people to learn the right way according to your business and not what training they may bring along from someone else. These outside influences can be used to adjust, but keep the core of your business the core. Your uniqueness is the only protectable competitive advantage, so you won't want to water that down. But remember, processes can be where they go to learn the process. For example, you'll get more leverage from a process that says, go to the QBO website and click on admin task training to learn the most up to date version of data entry. Number three, utilize technology. Embrace appropriate automation to streamline tasks and reduce errors. Some core tech to get comfortable with includes tools for email marketing, social media, invoicing, and your CRM. A word of caution. AI is the hottest term going around right now, but be mindful that you use it as a tool and not as a crutch. Even big companies right now, as of June 2026, are finding usage for usage's sake is simply unsustainably expensive. Don't bring that into your business. Use tech thoughtfully. Number four, delegate responsibilities. This one is a challenge. You can't just delegate blindly, or you have no idea what will happen. This is another case where you'll want to understand delegating results and make sure you're not just abdicating responsibility, only to find out later that your team wasn't ready for it. But verify is the name of the game here. Start with small tasks and gradually pass on larger responsibilities. Number five, establish key performance indicators. We always worry that people don't want to be measured because they think it's just a club to hit them over the head with. Ultimately, many businesses use KPIs this way, but you don't have to. You can instead use KPIs as a measure of the processes you have developed and deployed in your business. Our culture here is to first assume mistakes are system problems, not people problems. It both takes the pressure off KPIs and causes people to focus on hitting them or coming up with ways that they can make them happen in the future. Self correcting and self accountability make this process work over long periods of time. Define KPIs to measure success and evaluate performance without needing to improve every decision. Number six, develop a strong company culture. Culture is the cumulative decisions your team makes when you're not in the room. Define your core values clearly and tie them directly to how work gets done and what day-to-day behaviors are acceptable. When someone does something that reflects those values, call it out specifically and reward it. When they don't, address it early. A culture that runs on recognition and honest feedback creates people who hold each other accountable, which is far more powerful than any manager's lectures. Number seven, create a strategic plan. Your team can't go in the same direction if no one knows where you're going. Build a simple, written plan that defines where the business is headed and how each role contributes to getting there. Then share it. Revisit it at least once a year or whenever the market shifts enough to make the old version obsolete. A team that understands the why behind their work makes better decisions independently. Number eight, schedule yourself out. If you never leave, your team never leads. Put time away from the business on your calendar. Treat it like a client appointment you can't cancel. Start with an afternoon, then a day, then a week. Each time you step away, debrief what happened. What did the team handle well? Where did things go wrong? Use those results to build a better process and stronger people so the next absence creates fewer problems than the last. Number 9, empower your team to take care of customer relationships. Your customers shouldn't need to wait for you to resolve their issues. Build clear service standards that tell your team exactly how to handle common situations and give them the authority to act within those boundaries without escalating everything upward. Train them on who your customers are, what they care about, and why they chose you. When your team understands your customer base, they can protect and grow these relationships without you in the middle of every conversation. And number 10, bring in outside perspective. You're too close to your own business. That's not a weakness, it's just physics. A good mentor, coach, or peer group gives you a mirror and a sounding board. The right outside perspective won't tell you what to do. It will ask the questions you've been avoiding and help you validate your thinking. Treat this as an ongoing investment, not a one-time fix, and be specific about what you're working on so you can get targeted help rather than generic advice. Okay, let's bring it all together. By following these strategies, you'll gradually cause your business to evolve into a structured, self-sustaining entity. You might initially feel the urge to take control or overmanage every detail, but remember that your goal is to create a legacy that thrives without your daily involvement. As you implement each of the steps mentioned, measure the team's progress and celebrate small victories along the way. By having a big vision, you'll be able to treat each milestone as the success it is and still keep it in the correct context of your overall growth plan. So now what? Start by scheduling a strategy call to explore in depth how you can make your business run seamlessly without you. Take the first step towards true business freedom and make your entrepreneurial dreams a reality. Your journey awaits. Set up your complimentary discovery call at actioncoachwi.com. Thank you.